Hi, and welcome to the Balanced Body podcast series. I am Carrie Reese-Stemler from Paragon Pilates and Physical Therapy in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I'm here today with Wahida. We're talking about hip strength in dancers. In previous podcasts, we've been talking about the importance of pelvic stability, and we've been working the external rotators of the hip in a side lying position. Today, we're going to take it up a notch and work a little deeper in the external rotators and build strength and support deep in the hip. So oftentimes what happens in dance training is that the superficial external rotators of the hip can take over for the more interior musculature of the deep six rotators. So today we're going to be specifically focusing on the quadratus femoris and some of the deep six rotators. So Wahida is going to lie prone on the box. And I just have this on a yellow spring, so not very much weight is needed at all, and she's going to be working deep up into the right hip. So I'm going to take the strap, have her bend her knees, and just place one strap on her left foot, right at the arch. And she's going to bring her feet together, and now the lower leg is going to kind of work like a windshield wiper a little bit. But what I'm really watching for is that pelvic stability. So I really want her pubic bone planted into the mat, and then I want the frontal hip bones, the ASIS bones, planted into the mat as well. And she has a nice neutral spine through the rest of her body. So now the femur bones are going to rotate, the right femur is going to rotate inwardly, and then we're going to work external rotation, and that's going to pull her feet back in line with her pelvis. She's going to breathe in as she goes internal rotation, and as she exhales, that leg turns external rotation. Keep going like that, Wahida, and just notice that her right leg is following right along with the left, but the left leg and the left deep six rotators are really pulling the weight of the spring. Okay, and you can see there's a little bit of hip hiking going on, so I'm going to have her lengthen through her side body and really plant the right hip bone down. Good. So Wahida, I'm going to have you place your hands under your pelvis and really plant the front of the pelvis into the hands. So this way they can feel the pressure into their own hands as they work. So they can feel their own pelvic stability, which is kind of a teaching moment and awareness proprioception for the student. And that helps her anchor her pelvis down a little bit. Good. Go ahead and pull the shoulders down a little. And then find length from the crown of the head to the tip of the tailbone. Nice. And try just one more. Inhaling. Exhale, planting the pelvis. And rest. Good. So this is a very challenging exercise for people to work their pelvic stability from those deep six external rotators. I use this a lot when working with dancers because even though dancers are oftentimes working in a turned out position, the deep muscles that kind of pull the femur into the pelvis are not as strong as they need to be. So this exercise is really going to work that depth of the hip to support the hip so that they're working from the right place. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.